When everything falls apart, your comeback blueprint. Rock bottom is a terrible place to visit, but it's an incredible foundation to build on. If you're watching this video, chances are you're there right now, or you've been there recently. Everything you worked for seems to be crumbling. The life you built feels like it's collapsing, and you're wondering if you'll ever get back up again. Here's what I want you to understand. This isn't the end of your story. This is where your real story begins. Because the most successful people in the world have one thing in common. They've all been exactly where you are right now. Let me paint a picture that might sound familiar. You wake up and for just a split second you forget. Then reality hits like a freight train. The business that failed, the relationship that ended, the job you lost, the dream that died. And suddenly, your chest feels heavy, and you're not sure how you're going to make it through the day, let alone the rest of your life. They don't teach you about days like this in school. They don't tell you that success isn't a straight line. It's a roller coaster. They don't prepare you for the moments when everything you've built comes crashing down and you're left standing in the rubble, wondering what the hell happened. Maybe you're angry. Maybe you're scared. Maybe you're just numb. All of those feelings are valid. All of them are normal. And all of them are temporary. But here's what you need to understand right now. How you respond to this moment will define the rest of your life. You can let this break you, or you can let this make you. You can become a victim of your circumstances, or you can become the architect of your comeback. The Japanese have a beautiful concept called Nana Karobi Yaoki. Fall 7 times, rise 8. They understand something we've forgotten in our instant gratification culture. Resilience isn't about never falling down. It's about always getting back up. And right now, you have a choice to make. Let me tell you about Isidre Esteve. He was a professional rally driver living his dream, competing in the most dangerous races on Earth. Then, in one split second, everything changed. A crash left him paralyzed from the waist down. His racing career, everything he'd worked for, was over. Most people would have given up. Most people would have said, "That's it, my story is finished." But Isidre understood something powerful. Your circumstances don't define your limits. Your decisions do. He didn't just survive, he came back stronger. He modified a car, learned to race again, and returned to the Dakar Rally, the most brutal race on Earth. He turned his greatest setback into his greatest comeback. But here's what's really powerful about his story. In his book, he wrote something that changed my perspective forever. He said, "Evidently you'll have very hard moments. You'll turn it over in your head 1,000 times. You'll see everything dark and feel powerless to do anything. Cry, scream, let it out. No one will blame you. But then, find a new goal. I assure you, it exists." That last line, "I assure you it exists," that's not just hope. That's a promise from someone who's been in the darkness and found the light. You see, what feels like destruction is often reconstruction. What looks like an ending is usually a beginning. The universe isn't punishing you, it's redirecting you. Sometimes the best thing that can happen to you is for your old life to fall apart, so your new life can come together. Every ending carries within it the seeds of a new beginning. Every breakdown is a potential breakthrough. Every setback is a setup for a comeback. So how do you actually build a comeback? How do you transform your pain into power? Your mess into your message? First, feel it fully, then release it completely. Don't try to skip the grief process. Don't pretend you're fine when you're not. Feel the anger, the sadness, the fear, but don't live there. Set a timer if you have to. Give yourself 20 minutes to feel everything, then get to work. Second, find your new why. Your old goals died with your old life. That's actually good news, because now you get to build something better. Ask yourself, What does this experience make possible? What can I create that I couldn't before? Third, start ridiculously small. You don't need to rebuild Rome in a day. You just need to lay one brick, make one phone call, send one email, take one tiny step forward. Momentum builds on momentum. Fourth, use your story as fuel. Every scar is a story. Every setback is a setup for your comeback story. The pain you're feeling right now, someone else is going through the same thing, and they need to know they're not alone. Your greatest mess can become your most powerful message. Fifth, embrace the beginner's mind. You're not the same person you were before this happened. You're stronger, wiser, more compassionate. You have depth that only comes from going through fire. Use that. Don't try to go back to who you were. Become who you're meant to be. And finally, remember that success isn't about avoiding failure. It's about transforming failure into wisdom. Every successful person you admire has been broken at some point. The difference is they use the breaking as a breaking open. Here's your reality check. You're at a crossroads right now. You can stay in the story of what happened to you, or you can write the story of what you did next. You can focus on what you lost, or you can focus on what you learned. Every single day you stay stuck in the past is a day stolen from your future. Every day you spend dwelling on what went wrong is a day you're not building what could go right. I need you to make me a promise right now. Promise me you won't quit on yourself. Promise me you won't let this temporary setback become a permanent identity. Your comeback starts with a single decision. The decision to get back up. Not tomorrow, not next week, not when you feel ready, because you'll never feel ready. Right now. What's one thing, just one thing, you can do today to move forward? Make that call you've been avoiding. Apply for that position. Start that project. Take that class. Your story isn't over. This is just the plot twist that makes the ending worth it. The best chapters of your life are still unwritten. And they start today. Welcome to your comeback. And remember to like and subscribe.